Hello folks, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV, our Ottomans campaign. So, as it stands, we're kind of hurting in terms of power projection. We've just taken a decent bite out of the Timurids. We've got a truce for a while. 8 years. And honestly, the next time we go to war with the Timurids, part of what we're going to want to do is to take Persian land. And honestly, I really think at this point we're going to want to hold off on our expansion so we can finish off humanist ideas. This Years of Separatism, especially, is just absolutely great. But the whole rest, this accepted culture threshold is amazing. Better relations over time is fantastic. Tolerance of heathens is great. And minus 10% idea cost is fantastic. So I think our plans here, I was talking about going to war with the Commonwealth. I still think that's a good idea. Mainly because we can't go to war with Castile. But we're not going to look to take land from the Commonwealth. Hopefully I can humiliate them. It would be really great if I could humiliate them and take war reparations, but the plan is not to take land. So the question to me is whether I call Muscovy in. And if I'm not calling Muscovy in against the Commonwealth, do I even want to keep that relationship going? I mean, clearly we are currently a hell of a power block here. Ottomans, France, Muscovy. Who's going to want to mess with us anyway? I mean, the Commonwealth is like the only person who could even think about standing up to us. I guess the whole HRE could, but I mean, they're dumb enough to elect Hesse. Is Hesse even... Hesse has lost land. Hesse is down to a one province minor. And they still get reelected over Austria. Ah, good old HRE. Never learn. Please, please never learn. Australia has now England as their new rival. Well, good luck with that. So, we've got our claim on Crimea. I still think when Crimea, when their king dies and our royal marriage ends, we're just going to declare war on Crimea. And vassalize them and use them to take, because they've got a good amount of cores here. Like this is, and some of this is, maybe not. I was gonna say some of this has increased coring cost, but maybe it doesn't. Still though, that would save me a significant amount of admin points. So yeah. Alright, let's get to it, but let's take a look here. Okay, so I can make a lot more troops. We've got some ships going. That's fair. Let's get this into Crimea. Felt hats. Interesting. Fair enough. Alright, so we've got a diplomat who's free. I could be getting claims. I'm getting claims on the Timurids. Let's go ahead and keep improving relations with the people around us. Yeah, let's kissy kiss with Hejaz. Keep that going. Ah, yeah, certainly let's repay that loan. We still have a little bit of money. When is our next loan due? Less than a year. How much are we earning? 20 ducats. Is that accurate? Wow. Well, in that case, let's build a mosque. So 1.3, anything beat 1 point, or rather 0.13. Well, 1.3 would be a no-brainer. Whoa, 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 Baghdad here. Oh, I mean, the autonomy is high, but it will come down, and that's going to be a hell of a city. I don't want to get caught in some situation where we get into a war and start losing money and can't repay the loan, so I'm just going to hold off for now. After that, we won't have another one. Yeah, for a couple years, and we're still making absolute bank. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, those are our cogs. We're still sort of positioned to deal with that. Yeah, there was unrest over here. Right. I guess the question is, how high do I want to wait for manpower to get, anyway? Yeah. Bring it on, Transylvania. Bring it on. Send them over there. So that'll be 40 more. I completely miscounted here, didn't I? Mothball all forts. That'll buy me another couple of dollars. Still 48. It's not going to quite be enough, is it? Well, that's unfortunate. Ah. Very nice. Okay, so there's our truce with Castile. Good deal. Do I want to make any friends over here? Let's send some relations over to Tunis. Keep our options open. Gee, thanks. Really? Okay, it had worked its way all the way through. Never mind. Yeah, let's have all of this group up in Crimea. Unfortunate, but so it goes. Okay, so we could take diplomatic tech. Oh, I had not married Persia. Oh, right, because -5 legitimacy. It grows back reasonably quickly. Let's see, so we can take up diplomatically. Oh, we're still a couple years ahead of time, so let's not worry about that, but it does mean we're not going to be in a great position for military tech. Yeah, provincial unrest. It's just Iraqi and Shirvani separatists. Okay. Never research wrong. We could say they must be right and lose 50 diplomatic power. We could lose 10 prestige. I don't like losing prestige, but I'd rather lose prestige than... Aw, military leaders died right as we're underneath 60th tradition. I mean, I guess we have... We have the heir, he's pretty good. We'll rock on with 3 for now. Just because, again, I don't want to spend that military power. We can take this, conquer Egypt. We're not going to try to vassalize the Dorado. Conquer the infidel. It's still a long way off. These are -1.8, -1.5, yeah. Yeah, boy. That's already up to 0.13. That's as good as any of the other places we're going, and it's still at 44 autonomy. Alright, where... Okay. 3 treasurer. Unfortunately, we can't really afford that guy. Oh yeah, I definitely should have picked that up earlier. Cav combat ability, very nice. Years of separatism. I thought that affected it dynamically, but I could certainly be wrong. No, it does. Yeah, from 14 down to 9. So that's a big difference in unhappiness. So we can probably break that in half, send part of it to Wasset, and honestly, let's send 12 guys over there. At that point, we should be fine. Austria and Thuringia are allied. Not a big deal. Let me make sure this is alright first. Okay, Enderun Academy. Enderun Academy was established by Mehmed II in Constantinople, promising Devsermis? Often kidnapped Christian children from the Balkans. Okay. And sons of prominent Ottoman officials were trained in literature, theology, engineering, mathematics, etc. at Enderun, preparing them for government service as civil servants and janissaries. The janissaries became rivals to the landed Timuriat Sipahi soldiers that made up the bulk of the Ottoman army, and tensions were inevitable between the two classes. You know, this started off sounding pretty good. Now I'm less certain. So we could found the Enderun, lose 108 ducats, but for 10 years we get increased discipline? Okay, that sounds amazing. Or we could have the expanded Timuriat system. For 10 years we get 10% cav combat ability. Well, I mean, it's just great either way. This doesn't cost any money. But discipline is just better. And I guess I am going to be at war in the next 10 years? Alright, I'll spend the money. It could have been right to go the other way there. Okay. It's Hungary, right, in Bohemia. An enclave of infidels. Right. We gain the money right back. Very nice. Oh yeah, and we are at negative 100 piety anyway. Let that go. Alright, we are making a significant amount of money. Nogai and Crimea have allied. That's, I mean, not ideal, but fine. Said to be an administrator. No, that's a militarist. Let me teach you how to read numbers. Alright, pretty much next year we're going to have to declare the war, and that'll put us over 50 power projection for a little while anyway. So, yeah, next year we won't be ahead of time, and we'll still be a long way away on military tech, which is unfortunate, but hey. Right, but I'm happy that we picked up siege ability regardless. Has the Commonwealth built any more forts? They have not. Alright, how do they look army-wise? I don't even have to, like, check Poland and Lithuania anymore. 73,000. Surely they have... So they have 3 pips and offensive ideas. They do have full humanist. So they have infantry combat, reduced cav cost. I really thought the Commonwealth had a discipline bonus. Maybe it's further down, or maybe I'm misremembering. Alright, so currently, wow, 117%. I was thinking we were at 112. Okay. I'm not misremembering, right? The discipline here is at the end, yeah, esprit de corps. Alright, so we're seriously outnumbered, clearly. The Commonwealth, who are your allies? Brandenburg and Sweden. And they're married to Transylvania? Oh, they're a vassal. I completely missed that. Yeah, I completely missed that. Is that something that... Is that the result of a mission, or is that something else entirely? Huh. Very interesting. Come back from Tunis. I guess not quite yet. Do I want to bring any of these folks over? I probably can afford to. I'll bring 18 of them back. Let's add... Honestly, this is going to burn some of my manpower, but 3 more cannons. Okay, so we have quite a bit of cav, actually, already. Bring them up. And I guess I'll grab... There we go. So that'll eat up a little bit of our manpower, but not too much. Still no particularly useful missions. Yeah, and the missionaries can't be put to particularly good use. Right, but this is... Oh, yeah, that's 6 years away. That might as well be forever. Sugi has utterly defeated the Shogun of the Yi Shogunate and will crown his brilliant campaign by having the Emperor name him the new Shogun, becoming the hereditary military dictator of Japan. Very interesting. But it's not completely unified yet. They still have a ways to go. Jeez, Ming. Wow. That's a big Ming. And let's go ahead and build another caravel there. How many galleys do I have? I could definitely build some more. Let's get one started at Corfu. Yeah. Yeah, Grand Army, I'm not at my force limit currently, so there's not a lot of reason to grab that. Alright, that'll have that at 8-8. Let's take 2 of those. I'll rebalance when everybody gets here. Let's go ahead and... Hess is just war reps. Fair enough. Come back from Tunis. Start to arrive in Tergovitz. 1363. Definitely take one of these cannons, move up there. And 964 sounds pretty good. One of the infantry there fall back. Alright, so I can hold plenty of people in Tergovitz, in fact. Alright, so What do you got? 12, 6, 6. Four, 4, 5, so that's got a siege leader. I guess this will also have a siege leader, although it won't be nearly as good. Alright. And I think at that point I'm pretty much ready to declare. Now, again, the last question I have is, do I call in Muscovy? I could call in France. The problem with calling in any of them, ooh, Sweden and Saxe-Lauenburg would not join. I like the sound of that a lot. The reason I like the sound of that, or the reason I like the sound of not calling in Muscovy or France, is they're both rivals of the Commonwealth. And so if we humiliate the Commonwealth, we would split the power projection. And I don't want to split power projection. I want it all for myself. So in that case, I think what we'll do is we'll declare the war, and we'll see from like the first battle. If the first battle is decisively ours, and it seems like we can really, you know, just run roughshod over them, which I'm kind of hoping is the case, we just won't call anybody in. We only have, is it 30 months? We have a set amount of time we can call people in, so we have to be kind of careful, but yeah, alright. I guess we'll say take Moldavia. It's all kind of the same. Yeah, this is very helpful, not having all of these forts to worry about. Saxe-Lauenburg, I mean, it is a fort technically, but it's a one province minor. That shouldn't be too bad. We can march on Maros immediately. Yeah, let's do this. And we'll have them move up that way. Can we have these guys march? No. Yeah. I was curious. I guess I could get... I could at least try to get access through Ryazan. Yeah, I mean, I might as well. Alright. Bohemia will cede Moravia, Poznovo, Pozsony, and Budajovets. Bohemia will give Potsdam to Brandenburg and pay war reps. Well, that didn't go very well for them. Right, arrived in Moldavia. Okay, and they're retreating. I guess we're heading to... No, we're not going to Vilna. We're going to Warsaw? Yeah. And just kind of make a beeline for the capital, I guess? Alright, yeah. Persia. I totally remembered that I had you as an ally. Or a vassal. All three of your troops. That will grow. Yeah, Bohemia and Hungary are pissy. Not a surprise. Yeah, that seems like a perfectly reasonable route for you to take. Alright, there's also a fort in Hunyad. We should be sieging this down rather quickly, though. Oh, okay. Then take Ann Cannon and half the other folks. And we'll just join up later on. At the end of the month, I'll get access through Riazan, and hopefully we can march through within a month. Again, I don't know how far back they're going to fall. Alright, Riazan. Military access, Pliss. Pliss, please, and Plox. I guess there's not a lot of point in that. I can't send... an envoy till next month anyway, but I don't want to have two separate months. Alright, Brest is... oh, Marsh. Yeah. So that's Bells, that's Volhynia. Volhynia? I don't know. So both of those would have a river crossing, so I'm not really interested in trying to get at them from there. That's the way you want it. That's fine. I'll let you come to me. I am glad to fight you in not exactly even numbers. Okay. Alright. It's going to be the entirety of his army. Wow. Holy crap. Oh, right. I've got a pretty good general, too, as well as infinitely more discipline. Jesus Christ! That was a massacre. Good deal. Right, Mr. Siege Leader. Head for the capital. Mr. Slightly Less Bad, I guess head to Pinsk. And you head there. Thuringia had a disorder. We attacked into the woods. That's unfortunate. Wow. An actual stack wipe. Things are not going well for our opponent here. Oh, right. Get that taken care of, and again, there's no other forts here. Oh wait, Saxe-Lauenburg has 2 provinces. Fair enough. Okay, we'll march over there then. I don't know exactly how far they're running, but we can certainly try to catch wherever they're heading. Alright, so in Vilna. Vilna is woods. We've already breached the walls in Warsaw. So, Trakai and Latgalia. So, Braslav or Kovno would be the places to attack from if I really felt the need to to mess them up. Oh, I've got a claim on the Timurids. I should get another claim on the Timurids then. Where's Elam? Right there, which is Persian? Yeah. Don't worry about that then. Grain. Grain sounds great. Look, it sounds good. I'm okay with grain. I'll keep my options open by heading this way. I'm hoping that Warsaw is worth just buckets and buckets of war score. No, go ahead and hang out. Let them come to you. I don't know how good an idea this is, but hopefully it's less bad than it might otherwise seem. Not even going to reinforce. I mean, to be fair, they rolled a 0. They rolled multiple zeros, so that was bad for them. But even at that, considering how that fight started off, that is just unclean. Wait, they have... Okay, so now they have another fort. Fair. Does it have... It does not have half of a garrison yet. Everybody march that way, and we'll see what we can do when we get there. Mamluks declared war on Tunis. Fair enough. I mean, that'll happen. Saxe-Lauenburg. Oh, that's kind of cute, honestly. Let's leave the smallest stack here. Yeah, that's the problem with going into the... Wait, what? Now that's a fort? Or is that... Okay, we have to go, they have to go through that province. Fair. Leave that stack there. You guys meet up in Publica, and aside from there, what I'm actually going to do with you. Losing a lot of manpower. It can honestly be said. But that's okay. Alright, let's get an idea for what we're going to need for Humiliate. Some more, but not that much more, honestly. I mean, Warsaw is pretty valuable, as you can imagine. Not a small town. How are we coming down here? How is this place a level 2 fort with 1 cannon so close to this place with 5 levels of artillery and a siege leader? Hooray for randomness. They're just working their way down. Alright, Warsaw should have 597 ducats. Yeah, repay it, we should be fine. Warsaw should have a pretty decent supply limit. Not really. Wow. Oh well, we can hang out and loot. Acquire money. Regency Council in Hungary. I like the sound of that. Regency is one of my favorite councils for other people to have. Improve relations with the Golden Horde. Can we do that? Can we get them to 100? I mean, they neighbor us, So we get 65 more. That's exactly what we need currently. I guess we could send him a bribe. What do I get? Diplo rep for 10 years? Yeah, sure. Golden Horde. Let's kissy kiss. In the rear view, we're so poor. You're to blame. Wait, no. You're so poor. We're to blame. I may not have wanted to lock so quickly. Okay. Krakow. Just Highlands. Okay. At least there's not a river between here and Sandomierz. And I guess they were already on low morale. Wait, Hunyad? We took that first? Let's go kill their army. Sure, Baghdad, local defensiveness. Enjoy. I really shouldn't really be worrying about this. If they're not going to come and fight me, I should just save my manpower. I guess I could go try to siege down more stuff, but... Right. No diplomat to send. Let's come back from Persia. When is our next loan due? Okay, it's a few years. That's fair. Alright, so... Humiliate. Yeah, they're barely okay with that. I think when we take Maros, they'll be much more willing to hear our demands. It's not necessarily clear we'll be taking Maros anytime soon. Go ahead and siege all that back, now that it's worth a much war score, but it is something. We've taken Maros, taken back Zeta. What you think, Mr. Commonwealth? How much money does he have? How long are we away from here? We've breached the walls. Sieges are relatively quick. Also, apparently breached the walls here. Alright, well, we'll keep going. I mean, clearly things look alright for us now. I mean, I don't have to take their money and the accompanying inflation, but I can take their money. Yeah, let's go loot Moldavia. Let's get more ducats. Speaking of getting and more ducats, I'm going to take a break here, folks, because I've been going way longer than I intended to. I'll see you back next time.